Well, I'm just chilling out and had quite a day of writing. Being back at my nan's reminded me of how I used to sit with my head in a poetry book. It was always the same poetry book. I read the poems over and over and over and over again. And the words were just so beautiful. And I did a couple of little videos when I was at my nana's to remember as a record of the book and the time spent reading. I picked it up one day because my granddad says, "Hey, read this." So I was like, okay. And he was usually a man for giving you books to read that were useful. So he'd give me the Reader's Digest book of things and stuff like that to really get my head going on how to, I don't know, do general stuff. I read the Book of Health as well and other stuff that most people that are teenagers don't read. But I used to enjoy that. And we used to sit and play drafts and chess, mainly drafts. And he used to make me laugh so much that I'd roll on the floor laughing and tears would stream down my face and my belly would hurt. It was a beautiful time in the UK remembering that. And it's given me such a time to talk with my nana, to discuss things about our grieving journeys over my granddad's transition and life after and choices made and directions taken. And it was a beautiful time to do that. And sitting with the grief of all that's gone before and all that came whilst I was there. And seeing how much life has changed me, or I have changed through the grace that life has given. And I've been surprised by the trips down memory lane that the journey took me on, the seeing parts of that I'd never have chosen in a million years, and yet here I was seeing these places because of random bus routes and strange occurrences that took me that direction. And it was interesting to see and feel into that part of my life. And now, as I sit here, after completing the grief book, the first of the grief books, or my intention of it being the first of the books, so people can really understand grief and what it does and how to notice it. And it's taken me on a bit of a inner journey into writing a biography, a strange biography, not one like anyone will have ever written before, I don't think, because it's a biography of my grief. It's the biography of my life and all the times that I've grieved and all the things that have happened which I grieved for myself or someone else, or the emotions and the attachment to the others. And it all poured out of me this morning, and that's why my eyes are tired, because I sat there and I managed to get up to like when I was 18 and then had to jump back to when I was 15, because that's the way it came out. So I've still got a fair bit to go before it's anywhere near ready. And if anything happens with it, fantastic. And if anything doesn't, well, that's just fantastic too, because it's helping me notice where the grief was exactly, how it was showing up, how much that I've managed to manage and to recover from, and where the friction still lies and the pain's still there, and the confusion and the grief is still in part. You see, grief is like an onion, and many things are like onions, but onions are really amazing things that, apart from the fact they make you cry, or they make me cry anyway, they have so many layers, so many skins, so many dimensions, if you like. So when you take off the top and you try and peel the top layer of skin, you get another layer and another layer, and then the paper layers fall away, and you've got the shiny layers and the darker layers, and then slowly, as you chop it up and throw it in the pan, you notice as it gets to the middle, it's much more whiter and cleaner, until you get to the bit that's the root. And the roots are usually bright white, aren't they? Or dirty, but still there and still quite clean in colour. And I find that life is like that. It's like we're all hardened with many layers of grief, of feelings, of emotions, of thoughts, of things that have hardened us to the world. And as we sit with things, somehow that space enables the things to just drop off and fall away and reveal a whole new level. So we think that we've got over the grief, or we think we've got past that layer of being, and before long we're in a whole new layer, and similar things shown up, but it's a completely deeper depth that we didn't even know existed, because we thought we was past it. And forgiveness is like that, and in a way forgiveness is very similar to what we need to recover from grief. But forgiveness, I think, comes with acceptance, or acceptance comes with forgiveness, and I don't know which way around it is. But as we get our heads round things in the way that they are, we realise that we're not carrying the weight that we were, and we see it in a different light. We have a deeper understanding and tolerance and resilience connected with what was. And it's then when we're able to move forward. So that's kind of where I'm at now. And I wanted to share that, because I needed to honour that. So by making a video, I'm honouring it. And it helps me get these thoughts and feelings out and express them in a way and share them. Because I guess sharing my grief journey is going to help you guys share and manage yours.